Buffy friends, fans, and family. If you don't watch the crossover events of the millennia, which is, you know, my other videos, I guess would be it, then there are two very important things you need to know. One, I am not a ghost. My face just looks like this. It's the light on the foundation that I was wearing because I had an audition today. And then, so I'm not haunted. You're cool. And also, I am just a little bit, you know, in the clouds. And like, I know that some people say, like, I don't like, you know, ones where you're like that. I prefer the other ones. I apologize. I try not to be completely blasted out every single time. But tonight, it happened. It happened. The amount of nonsense that I have just had to edit out, which included me thinking Beyonce was talking to me like God. That's cool. Okay, so this one is Halloween. I'm so excited for season 2, episode 6, Halloween, because I really love this episode. Maybe this is why. Like, you know, like last one I was like, oh, I don't know why I always say that season 2 is my favorite season because, you know, I don't like any of these episodes. But then the next one is Halloween. And everybody loves the Halloween episode. Everybody loves Buffy trying to pretend to be some vaguely different time period that's, you know, they say like 18th century, but it's not really nailed down, you know. So I'm like pretty excited about that. I'm really excited to see this get off the ground. And, I'm also, you know, if you're on Patreon, you already heard the super secret crochet thing. But tonight's crochet project will be a granny rectangle Afghan because I'm trying to stash bust, which if you are not a crocheter or a knitter, stash busting is when you do projects with the yarn that you have rather than buy more yarn, because there are toxic people out there who will say things to you like, why do you need to buy more yarn? Like just really nasty, toxic stuff like that. So that's what we're up against. That's what we're up against. Anyway, that's what I'll be crocheting tonight while I watch Halloween. I love this episode. I really like this fight. I'm a big fan of this fight. I think this is in like my top, I'd say my top 5 Buffy fights. That's just such a good fight. Oh man. I might be able to beat the titles. I might be able to do the color change during the titles. Ah! No! Hubris! I could have, if I hadn't dropped that loop, I could have made the color change. Damn it! I could have done it.
So I told Devin, you call that leather interior? My Barbie dream car had nicer seats.
Like, is he fake laughing?
Late.
Rough day at the office.
So I see.
See? Love the hair. It just screams street urchin.
Cordelia, being shitty like that in front of him isn't gonna make him like you more.
I thought we had
A date. So did I. But who am I kidding? Dates are things normal girls have. Girls who have time to think about nail polish and facials. You know what I think about? Ambush tactics. Beheading.
Okay. Alright. Okay, not like other girls, but can I just point out for a second that you absolutely think about all that stuff? And also, you're talking to a vampire. Like, normal girls get to date. Like, what about this situation's fucking normal?
Now, a bunch of little kids need people to take them trick-or-treating. Sign up and get your own pack of sugar-hype little runts for the night.
Yikes. I'll stick to vampires.
just the juvenile delinquent I've been looking for. Halloween must be a big night for you. tossing eggs, keying cars, bobbing for apples. One pathetic cry for help after another. Well, not this year, you see.
Why would you want the bad kids to be in charge of these other kids?
The program starts at 4. The children have to be back at 6.
See, this is not, you don't go to the troublemakers about this. This doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna do what any man would do about it. Something damn manly.
Xander, don't
A
you
black guy heals, Buffy, but cowardice has an unlimited shelf life. Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot for your help.
Jesus.
I think I just violated the guy code big time.
Poor Xander. Boys are
No.
so fragile.
That's true.
Buffy. Excellent.
Nothing. Hi.
Nothing.
I'll have you know that I have many relaxing hobbies.
Such as?
Well,
Girl, he cannot tell you.
Being beautiful was sort of her job.
And clearly this girl was a workaholic. I'll never be like this.
I'll never be beautiful. I'm just blonde and thin.
Look, Buffy, you may be hot stuff when it comes to demonology or whatever, but when it comes to dating, I'm the Slayer.
Love it. And she does end up with Angel in a sense.
You're never gonna get noticed if you keep hiding. You're missing the whole point of Halloween. Free candy? It's come as you are at night. The perfect chance for a girl to get sexy and wild with no repercussions.
Fucking crazy that Joss Whedon was able to write the sentiment of Halloween in a way that was less sexist than Tina Fey's in Girl World. It's an excuse to dress up like a slut.
I'm sorry, it's just... Look at this. It's amazing.
It's alright, y'all.
please.
Yay! The genuine joy I feel at seeing Ethan reign.
I'm sorry, there's no way I could ever afford this.
Oh, nonsense. I feel quite moved to make you a deal you can't refuse.
When they were writing this, like when they were writing the script and they were talking about how beautiful this dress is, did they imagine that it would look like that?
Do you love my inside? The parts you can't see?
Eyeballs to entrails, my sweet.
They're the healthiest relationship on this show. I like the back of the thing is like the face on the back of the statue's not sure about hanging out with him. So there's a little army man there. Now in this episode, they milk this forever that Xander knows all the codes to the military base and all of that stuff, right? That means that little boy is gonna have that same experience. That little boy can get to all of those weapons.
No guns! That's still a little kid in there.
Step out of the way.
How many fucking car crashes are gonna happen?
Buffy! Are you okay?
What is going on with all the car crashes? Like, have you heard them?
1775, I believe. I don't understand. Who are you?
Sarah Michelle Gellar is just a top tier actress most of the time, but not in this episode.
She's never seen a car.
She's never seen a car.
She's from the past.
And you're a ghost.
And it got into an
Yes, no.
accident. Do you hear that? That's like 5 now.
Taking a lot on faith here. Where do we go?
There it is again.
We can go to a friend's.
What is up with all the car accidents? I never noticed that before. That is so funny.
Surely he'll not desert us.
Whatever.
That's not where I'm at. That's where I'm at with her too, Willow.
I'm just meant to look pretty and then someone nice will marry me. Possibly a baron.
Like, I don't know if it's her acting or she just was given really bad writing, because the writing for her dialogue isn't that great. Like, you didn't hear all the car crashes and sirens and stuff outside. Like, there's no fucking way you didn't hear all that. I forgot about that. If they turned into their costumes and he turned into a vampire, how could he go into the house?
And everybody who changed, they acquired their costumes where?
We all got ours at a new place, Ethan's.
Boom, he's like, I got it.
You sure she came this way? No.
There was another car!
Would be
Not psyched that with all the monsters and stuff, what had to happen was she had to be rescued from potential assault.
Tell me how to stop the spell.
Say pretty, please.
There's a lot of fanfic, that's all I'm gonna say about it. There's a lot of fanfic.
What the?
Your mommy's dead in a car accident, because that's all we've been hearing in the background. I like her wig vanished. The spell was so powerful it dissolved her wig when it was broken.
I hated the girls back then, especially the noble women. They were just incredibly dull. Simpering morons, a lot of them. I always wished I could meet someone exciting.
You're not like other girls, Buffy.
Interesting. How?
You know how.
Underage. Why is this thing talking about the Constitution? I was actually, I don't know if you heard on the headphones when I took them off, it automatically started playing a video that I'm like halfway through over on Emma in the Moment channel. And because of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna like tag. I'm gonna figure out how to tag people. Okay, so I love that episode. I love a lot about that episode. I love that they really cling to the Xander being an army guy thing, like for the rest of the series. Like they go back to that well a lot, and I love it. I think that was like a really smart, you know, I don't think that was planned. I don't think they sat down and said, oh, well, we should plan it that this happens in this episode so we can use it forever. I think somebody just very smartly went, oh, you know what, we could use this. When they get to the episode with the judge where it comes up again, somewhere in brainstorming in that writer's room, someone went, we're gonna do it this way. I love that. I love Ethan Rayne being introduced into the series. I do think though, one thing that makes me a little sad is that they didn't really utilize the whole Giles as an evil wizard thing as much as they could have. There were a lot of times that they could have done that. And it did, I mean, maybe holding back makes it work to maximum effect when he comes in all powerful and evil wizardy in season 6 to like kick Willow's ass. But I don't know, I just feel like they could have gotten like more out of it. It's usually like Ethan Rayne shows up and causes trouble. Well, there is an episode in season 2 where like there's serious consequences and it's like a more serious thing. But other than that, it's like Ethan Rayne shows up and causes trouble. I was thinking during this episode about Spike and about why I think Spike connected with audiences and made such an impact. I realized, I was like, he's such a different kind of vampire because he, you know, the thing with videotaping Buffy and studying her and all that stuff, up until this point in this series, most of the stuff we've seen with the vampires has been all of this like ritual and old ways and stuff. And then this guy shows up and he's like he's having somebody tape the Slayer so he can watch her movements and study her movements. And I think that's what made him such a compelling character, is that he was so different from all of the vampires we had seen so far. And in doing that, it brought a little bit of a different energy to him and made him way more interesting than some of the vampires that we had seen before. So I think that that's what ended up making him such a great character and so interesting. I love that episode. I'm really excited. I'm not super psyched about Lie to Me coming up. That one's not one of my favorites, but Halloween did remind me why I say that season 2 of Buffy is my favorite. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe, check out the description box, throw a little Ko-Fi my way if you want to. I've got car repairs coming up. If you are not on Patreon, if you go over there, if you join at the $1 level, you get a watch-along version of this where you put on your own copy of the thing and we watch it together, unedited, except for this part that I edited just a minute ago because I messed up. And yeah, so that's lots of fun, and that's a good reason to join the Patreon maybe if you're into this. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side.